And Caitlin, the thing that's really been interesting is, these are the playoffs that fans will actually kind of be back in the stands. So we're starting to see more and more fans being, allowed to go in. And again, I think in St. Louis they were talking earlier 5,000. I think it could even be more. But man, I'm so happy to have one of my really good friends, Tony Patrico, and Tony did all the in stadium or in arena sound for Enterprise Center for the Stanley Cup ring, as you can see on his finger. He was lucky enough to get
Boom.
the Stanley Cup
Ooh, look
ring.
at that bling.
So he's a
Okay.
champion in my book. He also, with 105.7 The Point, works the morning show. So, Tony, welcome to the Rinkside Report.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Again, sorry about the technical difficulties, but we'll work through it. Caitlin, you want to talk about just fans coming back to the stands? And again, Tony worked all the music and the sounds, and so maybe you could kind of give us an overview of that real quick.
Sure. I mean, St. Louis just got upgraded to a more plus 900 fans, so I'm excited about that. Looking forward to the playoffs. Obviously, I think everyone's getting geared up and excited, and I think the players, they're affected by it too, right? I mean, they obviously feel more pressure. I feel like when you hear real fans and you see them, it gets you more hyped. I feel like in the regular season in the beginning, it was a little bit, you don't really hear and feel that energy as much. So I think the players feel it. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's more pressure, maybe less pressure, but it's something that they're all going to have to adjust to moving forward in the playoffs. And with COVID kind of disappearing and slowly kind of diminishing, I think further on in the playoffs, it's going to get louder and louder and louder. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be great for hockey in general, and just to get the fans back into the stadiums is really exciting now that the playoffs are here.
Tony, you've done that. I mean, you've been the guy turning the knob. You just go to 11, man. You've been the guy.
Wow.
Yeah, how many times you played Enter Sandman in your life?
Oh my God. Especially ever since they changed it to that's what they came out for the opening. I was hearing that song in my sleep. But to be honest with you, once you win a Stanley Cup and that's the song that you come out to, you don't mind hearing that song in your sleep.
No. That song's fun.
Yeah, it's a great song now. It's one of my favorites. Let's play it all day long.
What was it like to be up in that position? I mean, I think a lot of people, they go to the games, they drink their beers, they party and stuff, but there's a whole lot that goes into the production of the games. And again, with the fans coming back, you guys have an opportunity to kind of they have an opportunity to kind of iron out things that weren't working and come up with some new things. From your standpoint, are you pretty psyched? Even though you're not doing it this year, you still psyched about it?
I mean, it's awesome. Like, think about it this way, okay? So when you fill an arena pretty consistently with 15,000 plus maybe, you sit there and you go, wow, this is crazy. Then you sell out for a Stanley Cup playoff game, and the energy and the atmosphere is through the roof. It's absolutely obnoxious. And that's at any stadium or any arena. And now you're talking about St. Louis, where they're diehards through and through. The team can win 8 games, and they're still selling out at the end of the year. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But now we went from that to nobody. I mean, nobody. And now you're starting to slowly open up your arenas. It was going to be 5,000. Now we're hearing 9,000. That place is going to feel like there's 50,000 people in there once they start getting going. And now they're back watching Stanley Cup hockey playoff, which is awesome.
Wow. I heard today on the radio they were talking about, just the different, Doug Armstrong was talking about just the different feeling of driving to the stadium and there's no traffic. And, he wants to get back to where there's traffic and, they feel the energy and stuff and the players see all that, I mean, the fans they do a great job here in St. Louis.
There are times when I was going to the arena and I would spend more time in my car pulling into the garage and leaving the garage than I did actually playing music at the games.
Wow.
I yearn for that now. Like, I want that right now. I want that.
You would have thought that anyone would have been craving traffic 2 years ago. No.
Exactly. It's crazy. And what is absolutely incredible, and I will fight anybody on this if they tell me any different, the Blues are defending the Stanley Cup. Now, I'll tell you why. Because there's actually going to be people in the seats. It's a totally different Stanley Cup than playing in an arena with nobody. So I think now is the year that the Blues have the opportunity to defend the Stanley Cup. So once again, we're going in kind of as the underdogs. We're one of the hottest teams in hockey right now. Let's go. I'm excited.
I have a question for you, Tony. So the picture that I saw of you, you had a big old beard. Since they're in the playoffs now, are you going to start growing the beard back? Is this like the start of the growth?
Listen, the beard changes in length almost every year. I think if I remember the picture that you're talking about, that was one of my longer stages. That was, we started it probably in September when the season started, and then I was like, I'm just going to let it go and see what happens. Then the Blues make the playoffs. I'm like, well, I can't cut it now, so it goes a little bit longer. But I'll tell you this: I don't plan on shaving anytime soon, and hopefully, I'm shaving 2 months from now. That would be really nice.
I like to hear it. Nice.
Hey Tony, one of the things that there's, I mean, I don't say it's a controversy, but a lot of chirping about is the Ric Flair woo. And a lot of people just find that annoying as shit. A lot of people love it. What's your stand on it, man? I know you're a big woo guy.
Okay, so listen, I got to tell a quick story here. There was a Blues game where I think the Blues were just absolutely destroying somebody. I mean, they were getting their licks in, not only on the scoreboard, but also they were just throwing weight around. And the crowd was crazy that day. I mean, it was absolutely crazy. So the arena, we called for what they call a pump video. And the pump video was just a bunch of Ric Flair quotes. Him talking about being the best. To be the man, you got to beat the man. Just keep going and going and going. So that plays. And then all of a sudden, a couple people are wooing in the crowd. And it's kind of funny. Well, I have a button on my computer because I'm a huge wrestling fan that goes, woo. So they call for me to hit it. Boom. I hit it. The whole crowd does it. Hey, do it again. I hit it again. The whole crowd does it. Do it one more time. I mean, we're talking like 10 to 15 times. So much so that I actually had a season ticket holder who was an older lady come up to me, almost pull me off of my DJ stand and yell at me for pressing that button so many times. Listen, it gets annoying. It really, truly gets annoying. Whether your team is winning or getting their butts kicked or it's a close game, it gets annoying. I get it. But the whole point of going to a game is to have some fun. And if out of an arena of 20,000 people, there's 15,000 people that are doing it, they're having a good time. Do I want to sit next to somebody who's wooing their head off? Absolutely not. Am I going to mind it if they do it? No. I'll probably tell my buddy that's annoying as hell, but I'm not going to mind it. People are having a good time. People got energy. I'd rather have them wooing than punching some dude that's sitting next to them. So if you want to woo, let's woo.
Hey, Caitlin, I got to jump in with one more question real quick, even though I'm behind the screen here. Country Roads, you were involved with that whole thing, and you want to kind of tell the story about that? Now, Country Roads is a song. I'll just let you take it because Caitlin doesn't know. She's from Boston, like Boston. So
I'm sorry. Did you see this? I couldn't tell. Did you see this? I don't know if you could see all that.
You did rub it in my face.
Oh, okay. There's something on the inside too. I don't know if you want to. If you could see that, yeah. Oh, okay.
Ouch.
Yeah, see that there? Ooh.
That's a nice touch, though. That's a nice touch. I do respect.
Yeah.
Show me your shirt. Show me your shirt. Show me your shirt.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Gross.
Tell us about Country Roads.
Under the camera, so unless you want, okay. Country Roads. What were you saying?
So Country Roads. Okay, it's a song by John Denver. Country Roads, Take Me Home.
Yeah.
And so. We'll be blatantly honest here, too. I'll give you a little look behind the scenes. So when the team's getting their butt kicked, it's hard to get the crowd excited. I mean, and we're talking butt kick like it's the third period and it's 4-0. It's tough to get the crowd going. So we have what we call nothing but sing-along songs. Sweet Caroline, the Violent Femme song where people clap, and the Blister in the Sun, all those types of Car Wash where people are clapping and they get involved. It has some sort of involvement. Yeah. So they said, hey, hit a sing-along song. So we played Country Roads. And when the play stopped, the crowd started singing. So we were like, oh, wow, this is kind of working. Fast forward, there's a game against Nashville. It's a close game. And they go, hey, play Country Roads. I'm like, okay, sounds good. I play Country Roads. People start singing. Puck drop, music stops. The crowd continues. They sang the whole chorus throughout gameplay, and it was incredible. Now, of course, especially in professional sports, when something works, you do it. Look at the woo. Look at all this stuff. If something works once, you try it again. If it works twice, you use it forever. Here we are today playing Country Roads. Even crowds of less than 1,500 people are singing the song.
I love it. So as a DJ, you love it, right? I love that stuff.
Yeah, I love that stuff. So it was weird. So there was actually basically two of us that were playing music. There was a guy that would play pretty much all the sponsored music. Like if you saw an advertisement that said, go get a t-shirt at the team store, and
Yeah.
it's just background music, he's playing that. If you needed something that was an amp up song, a hype song, that's why they called me the hype man for the Blues. They went to me. So I'm a huge fan of EDM music. I
Yes.
work for a rock and roll station. I love rock and roll, but like I'm a huge fan of EDM. I got to play a lot of songs that nobody would have ever heard inside that building. But because it's supposed to be a hype situation, because it's playoff hockey and people are looking for reasons to get up, I played some EDM jams that
Tell me
people
what
would
you're
have
playing,
never
because I'll
known.
know what you're talking about.
I mean, it's like Martin Garrix. I'm playing a whole lot of like Dylan
Okay.
Francis. I'm playing Party Favor inside of an NHL arena. And
Yes.
people are like, what is this? But I love it.
But it's fun and it's hype music and
Yeah,
it gets
it's
you excited.
great. And then, you got your people that are your diehard hockey through and through folks, which I absolutely love those people. I love those. But they're going, what is this noise? Get to playing hockey. What is this? Let's
Yep.
do this. And I
Yep.
hate to say it, but that's the minority. The people that are at Blues games are moms that bought tickets for their kids and they want to have a good time on a Friday night. So I'm going to try and give them that good time on a Friday night. You came to watch the game of hockey, watch the game of hockey. I came to party and make sure that people are having fun. So that's what I was going to continue to do day in and day out.
So what I'm hearing, parents, if you're looking for a Friday night out, Tony will take your kids. So drop them off at the Enterprise
No.
Center.
No.
No.
Yeah, drop them off at Enterprise Center. I won't be there. I'll be at my house watching the
No,
game.
he's
playing
getting them
tunes over
hyped in the
here.
crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I think you do a great job with it. And, again, it's such a unique position and people they don't know the guy who does that. They just assume that it's all like, orchestrated from a computer,
Yeah.
Take us
I was
inside,
like, I was the first guy that actually was like in the crowd doing it. Like usually it's from like one of the press boxes and the guy presses play, but they threw me right in section 328. Like there was guys there, the 328 Mafia, who adopted me into their own, like they're dressing like wrestling characters and throwing some Blues championship belt over my shoulder. I'm like, I'm in. This is my family now. And like you said, and this is something that's important, like I walked away from the team because I wanted to be home with my kids more. They're young. I wanted to be here, wanted to be able to do after school activities. But that doesn't mean that I won't be back in that arena. We have a very good relationship. And I told them, if you need me for anything, whether it be any of these, playoff little watch parties or you need me inside that building, you call me and I'm going to be there. So hopefully I'll see everybody inside the arena. But if not, we're going to just party. I can't wait.
That's great.
Love to hear it.
Tony, what are some of your memories, being upstairs? I know you meet a lot of the guys and, do players come up to you and say, hey, I really like this jam or what are you doing to me? Country road, like what kind of interaction do you have there?
So I hear from, I don't directly hear from the players. I hear from, one of the guys that talks to the players and they tell me, hey man, they really like this song. Hey, try and slide this song in if you want it. There were a couple games where I got emails from Braden Shen that basically were like, in the third period, we want to hear this song, and this song. And so now I got to kind of do homework, listen to those songs, find the right part of that song, because I'm only playing 8 to 10 seconds of every song. So I got to find the part of that song and find a scenario where it fits, where that is where I start to have fun. Because anybody can press play on a computer. You got to find the right moment, you got to find the right part of the song, and you got to be able to jam it. So it was definitely interesting with that. The coolest memory I have, by far, is DJing in front of 500,000 people underneath the arch. I will never forget that. It will be one of the moments that, for my entire life, I will tell people about. I'm standing directly behind all of these guys that I idolize, that I have been playing music for the full season, and I'm just watching them have the time of their lives. Then I have Joel Edmondson look at me and go, you want to hold it? Hands me the Stanley Cup.
Oh my
Pick it
God.
up, picture, put it down. He grabs it. I walk away, and then it hits me. I just held the Stanley Cup. Like, this is insane. Where is my life right now?
In front of 500,000 people.
500,000 people. I mean, when I led people to sing Bohemian Rhapsody and everybody's singing with me and we're going up and going down and I'm telling you, I could close my eyes and it immediately transports me right there. And it's a memory I'll never forget.
Hey, Caitlin, we're getting ready to wrap up with Tony's got a roll, but do you have any questions you want to jump out at him?
Tony, when are you going to come back? I mean, you're saying you're open to coming back. I mean, next season, are you just going to try to hop back in there since maybe the stadiums might be at full capacity, hopefully?
You know what? Anything can happen. I'd love to be back next year. Pretty much what we had decided on in the past is there was going to be a select couple Saturday games, a select couple weekend games that I'd come and play. Unfortunately, with there not being fans there, we were kind of like, oh, let's just scrap this. Maybe we'll revisit that next year. You'll never know, but I cannot wait to, as a fan or as an employee, be back in that building with every butt in the seat. I can't wait.
Well, we love your energy and thank you so much. Where can we find you on social media?
You can just search for Patrico, Patrico 1057, and that's across all social medias. You can find me there.
Awesome. So you learned how to use that Twitter thing finally. You finally did that a little bit.
Yeah. I'm trying my best. I'm still using pound signs and all kinds of stuff.
Tony, you do a great job, man. I will tell you that. I've known you a long time. You've done a great job. Like the song says, they started from the bottom. Now you're here, man.
Now I'm here, baby. Look at me now.
Yeah.
Country roads, take us home.
You did, and you know what? You earned everything you got in life, and I'm really happy to call you my friend, man.
Appreciate that, Rob. Thank you very much, man. Always nice to talk to you. Caitlin, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks for happening on today and making it happen for us, and we appreciate
Definitely.
it.
Anytime you guys need me, let me know.
I have a face. I do. I promise you.
I like the interview this way. I really did. This was very enjoyable.
I'm flipping you off, dude. I am.
Hey, I figured. I don't need to see you to know that that's the truth.
Yeah. Hey, I'll catch up with you next time, man. Thanks so much.
Definitely. Have a good one, guys.
All right. Take care.